What's going on there, friends? My name is M. and welcome back to another episode of Okami HD for the Nintendo Switch. Last time off, we got to Tsuta Ruins, and now in this part, we are going to be taking on Tsuta Ruins. So this is our first dungeon in the entire game. So since we're now getting into our first dungeon, this is where some interesting action comes into play. I mean, there's also, outside of the dungeons, the game is also really interesting, but it's definitely, things definitely are like really different compared to, like, you know, let's say like overworld stuff compared to like dungeon segments. First thing that we can do here, there's a few items that we can get. We can bloom that tree right there. That gloomy tree that tries to throw fruit at you. Over here is a vase, which is a selling item. And now we're gonna head inside this door. You can go to the left door if you want, but it's a dead end if you go to the left door, so we're not gonna worry about that. There's another tree over here. If you want a lot of praise, then I guess you can go ahead and take care of this guy. Yeah, pretty much. And, you know, the praise can add up as well. Woo! Oh man, that guy almost hit me. That's not good. Alright, I'll just take care of you. Alright. So if you go ahead and head over here, we get ourselves a clover. Nothing nothing really useful about that, but it's whatever. Go ahead and head through this door over here. We're gonna see what we get. We go ahead and bloom this bud right here. I'm doing a terrible job at the moment. Get ourselves an incense burner. And we're gonna climb up this wall. And I am failing to do so. Whoa. Okay. Go ahead and head over here. We have another digging spot. And it's another clover. So, yeah. Pretty optional, but if you want some praise, then that's pretty good. Of course, 100% this game is pretty much maxing out your stats, so if you want to max out your stats, then I would suggest going for it. Even though it may not be, even though it may not seem like much, but like I said, it can the little bits of praise can add up. Okay. So inside these pots right here, we have some food, as well as some yen. And if we go ahead and bloom this, we get Steel Fist Sake. And we have a new enemy, as it looks like. This bud is not an ordinary bud. It's alive. It's a monster. Okay, so I believe this is called a Bud Ogre. So, as you can see, I'm not doing any damage to it, or at least he's not losing any HP. I'm doing damage to it, but I am doing damage to him. You basically want to hit him enough times so that, as you can see, he turns gray. So that's your chance to, so that makes him invulnerable. So that's your chance to actually bloom him, and then he reveals his weak point, which is this little bud right here. And you want to, once you expose his weak point, which is the little bud inside of him, then you can hit him away. Then you can do some damage. You can also power slash him to do extra damage. But his floral finisher is bloom, so that is the first enemy where power slashing is not the enemy's floral finisher, and we will be encountering many more enemies that are like that later on. So, be ready. Alright, so go ahead and can, whenever you see a group of those like little statue things, you can like power slash them. And if you have, of course, Golden Lucky Cat, then you can always those drops will home in on you. So that's pretty cool. Oh, great! What do you know? We got more Bud Ogres, and this time there's 2 of them. So we gotta fight 2 of them at once. Now, on my first playthrough, fighting these guys was a ridiculous pain because I had no idea how to fight these guys. Because, you know, they weren't doing any they weren't losing any HP when I was doing damage to them. So I was like, oh, what the heck? Am I just gonna die here? And actually, these guys are kind of a pain. They do quite a bit of damage, and it's kind of annoying. You know, once you know how to deal with them, they really aren't too bad. They do kind of hurt. So. Anyway, let's go ahead and take care of this guy right here. Hopefully. Come on. Come on. You can do it. There we go. And it's nice that this game gives you, like, it tells you when to hit them instead of, like, having you to, like, assume that you're doing enough damage. And there we go. And I did kind of bad in that fight. You can tell from the symbol of the bonus right there. You get a pink tree as like if you see like a pink tree on your end result, that means you did the fight really well. And of course I didn't, so that's a shame. But it's fine. There's a little gate over here. This one is actually optional to go through, but for the sake of showing it off, I guess I might as well just do it. And we get Vengeance Slip. So if you want that, then let's go ahead and take a little small detour for that. Get a load of the size of these mushrooms. I kind of feel sorry for them. I bet a little sunshine will perk them up. Well, you know what that means. So you just go ahead and draw the sun, and the mushrooms grow! Just like that. Wow. I wish if I had the sun shining through, my plants would just grow that big right away. But of course, this is a game, so it doesn't work like that IRL. Okay, so these blue rocks right here, you can actually blow them up with cherry bombs. And that one can contain nothing. Okay, that's fine. But sometimes these things will contain something. You just gotta check. I'm not gonna check every rock because I don't really want to. Okay, so this reveals more of this little cave. And we're just gonna go. We're just gonna head on through. Okay, so I believe if you look below. This is above that little water room where we need to use lily pads. And then now we have this little corridor. Well, it's actually not a corridor, but it's a spiral type of bridge here. My nose felt itchy since those huge mushrooms back there. Oh, great. That was a loud sneeze. Oh my goodness! And apparently this bridge does not like noise, so now the bridge is collapsing! We better hurry. It's like Indiana Jones. No, there's no boulder chasing after us. But there we go, we did it. We made it out. And if you try to go back, we can't go. Because the bridge is gone. Alright, so let's see. We got a locked door right there. So that means we gotta commit suicide! Okay, so what is that? I am Blockhead. I guard this place so that all shall pass. What? None shall pass. There you go. Do you really think you can penetrate my airtight defense? Ha! Impossible. Nothing can harm this body of mine. Of course, there are weak points of mine. Oh, okay. Well, where are they? So if you go and hit him... I see. That's awkward. And so if you fail it, then he drops a bunch of rocks on you, and you have to avoid them. There's not really any good visual cues either. You just kind of have to, like, memorize the exact spots. There we go. Jeez, man. Man, that's not even hard at all. It's a lot easier when I'm playing this game on the Switch gamepad, where I can just... oh, I guess I didn't mention that. If you're playing this game through the Switch gamepad, then you can actually draw on the screen instead of having to manually draw, which I think is easier than actually like trying to like draw it out using actual like manual controls. But since I cannot access that because I'm just for the sake of recording this game, I can't show you guys that unless I feel like hooking up my camera to show you guys. But that would be kind of a pain. ATM. So if you go ahead and blow up that wall, you get yourself a stray bead right there, which is something I did not know about on my first playthrough. look at this key, or look at this key lock right here. These are your key locks of the game. So they look really hilarious, and look how they die too. It's hilarious. I love it. If you wanna know what's past that gate, or what's past that blockhead, because I didn't really go through it all the way. It basically takes you back to the main room, and we will be back in the main room anyway, so I'll be showing that off later. There will actually be a point where I will have to be going through that doorway anyway, so I'll show it off then. Alright, so you're gonna notice that we have blue demon scrolls. These are much different than the green demon scrolls because you fight more enemies than the green ones, so a little bit harder in a way. But other than that, nothing too terrible. Yeah, these are blue demon scrolls. These are just harder variations of encounters. Well, longer, I guess you could say. So yeah, they're nothing different. Okay, so what does this mean right here? This bridge is a complete wreck, but for you, it's a piece of cake to take care of this, right? I'm sure it is. Wow! Where did that come from? And there's a save point right there, if you want to save your game. Go ahead and break these statues, get some food, I guess. We shall be on our way. Okay, so as you can see, we have 3 devil gates. And so this is the first instance. Yeah, this is the first instance where devil gates are required. after taking care of those devil gates, we get more mushrooms. Yeah, I see those pots right there. Let's see what's in them real quick. Okay, so if you go ahead and, well, we've seen this before, so I'm sure you pretty much figure out what to do at this point. Just go ahead and draw the sun. The sun shines on those mushrooms. And then we have more mushrooms that grow. Is Isu gonna sneeze on these mushrooms? I'm waiting for it. There's no crumbling bridge. We go ahead and head over here. As you can see, water's coming out of this, but poison water are coming out of these. Okay, so in this chest right here, we have the map, the dungeon map. Yeah, this game has kind of a bad reputation on giving you dungeon maps when they're not even useful anymore. Like, we're actually like near the end of the dungeon, and we're already getting a map, and we're just now getting the map. So, yeah. So, I mean, basically all it does is it just lets you see like the entire layout of the dungeon, and that's pretty much it. Which at this point you should already be seeing. Well, you should have already seen at least most of what this dungeon has to offer. So, thanks, game. So let's go ahead and climb down this waterfall. Woo! And what do you know? We are already back here in the main room. So now we get to see what's through this middle. Okay. What do we got? What do we got here? Got some gloomy patches of grass. This looks like a job for rejuvenation, is it? Oh, this is bad. But it worked. Okay, so I might have cut out the second and third patch of grass because you pretty much get the idea. And that thing opens up. And what's this? That light. It's another constellation. You know what that means? We're probably learning another brush technique. That was right. Even though it looked like I was wrong on that left one. I like that this game can't really has like a pretty good sense of humor on some of these gods right here. But anyway, I, Tsutagami, the last of the triumvirates of Hanagami Flora gods, have humbly awaited your glorious return for 100 years. May the fresh spring growth bloom from your Snow White's form, bring new life to the land that suffers under evil.